Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So we're starting something a little different today. I wanted to do something more story-based, or at least something based on a popular storyline. And I've always loved the lore of the Sims franchise, most importantly, the most iconic storyline, which is Bella Goth's disappearance. I didn't want to just pick up where the story left off though in The Sims 2, although I would love to do a Sims 2 series. I wanted to go back to the roots and really understand who Bella is and what her family life was like. This is Bella Goth before she's even a goth. She's a freaking bachelor. She's Bella Bachelor right now. And for those of you who don't know, the Sims games are based on a timeline. So technically The Sims 3 comes first in the timeline because Bella and Mortimer are children. Bella's not even a goth yet. She still lives with her family. We got all the bachelors. Then in The Sims 1, Bella and Mortimer are married. They have their first child, Cassandra, and Cassandra is a child in that game. Then in The Sims 2, Cassandra has grown up into an adult. Mortimer is an elder. Between The Sims 1 and The Sims 2, Bella and Mortimer had a second child, Alexander Goth, and he is a child in The Sims 2. The Sims 4 is on a completely different timeline, so we're not really going to focus on that in this video today. Of course, Bella Goth in The Sims 2 is missing, but we'll get to that in a few. But since The Sims 3 is where everything started, I thought, why not begin here? I'm also going to include Mortimer's family life, but for this part, we're going to focus on Bella and her family. I don't think the story will 100% stay on track. I don't want to replay what we already know. This is more about finding out where our iconic little babies began. It's wherever The Sims take us, really. I want to make this a very wants-based playstyle, and I'm going to try not to interfere all that much. If you don't know what a wants-based playstyle is, it's basically when you use the Sims' whims or wants to kind of create the story for you. So let's say Bella gets a want that says that she wants to spend time with her dad, or she wants to talk to her mom, then I'm going to try and stick to that as much as possible. Obviously, if it comes out of a little left field and it's like, Jocasta wants to leave Simis, then obviously I'll think about that before we do it, but there's already kind of a story going on with that, but I will get into that in a few. I love Miss Bella Bachelor's outfit that she has going on right now. It's so cute. I love the way that I have, made her over and kind of made her who I think she would be. She doesn't have the full, red dress, but she has the red shirt under her dress. And then, of course, down at her shoes, she has the little underneath that is red as well. So introducing you to Miss Bella Bachelor. Wow, that's really loud. Is that loud for anyone else or just me? I love that the volume was so freaking high. That's so cute. Okay, cool. So introducing you to Miss Bella Bachelor. She is brave, good, and lucky. Unfortunately, she doesn't she doesn't stay lucky. Her sign is a Cancer. She likes the color red, ratatouille, and custom music. She is painting level 1. So her biography is that Bella's probably the best dressed girl you'll ever see. She always looks adorable, flitting around and talking to other kids, adults, and anyone who will listen. So she loves talking to people. She's very outgoing, which makes sense because she actually just took a opportunity to become a friend of Sandy French for her grades. So she starts as a child and she lives with Simis, her father, Jocasta, her mother, and Michael, her older brother. She's very well-mannered. She's a good student. She's the best dressed girl around. Even early stages of her life right now, she has her goth little lifestyle, which she grows into a lot more when she gets older. Her bedroom up here is very, middle school girl. We got a little band poster over here. We got some darker colors. This cute little picture right here, which I feel like, it's her and the Grim Reaper. But yeah, she has a cute little darker themed room. Her best friend right now is, of course, Mortimer Goth, which is adorable because they get married in the future. I feel like you don't really see a lot of those tropes in real life where the two best friends that grow up together, like get together in the future and get married and have children and are like happily ever after kind of thing. So I think it's definitely adorable that she does have that little story with Mortimer. She has a good relationship with everyone in her family for the most part. So it says here that she's a better friend with her mom than her dad, but I do see that being the opposite. I feel like she would be closer to Simus, only because Simus is a very artistic person, just like Bella here. So I feel like he sees something in Bella that he doesn't see in Michael, which is kind of effed up, but that's besides the point. His vibe just gives off that he would have a favorite child. So, he does. Now, of course, before I get into any of that, I do want to read the family's biography, the Bachelor's biography. So that would be, the Bachelors are a tightly knit family, and Simus sees to it that everything and everyone is in its place. Now, if only the other neighborhood kids were as well-behaved as his Michael and Bella. So Simus seems very controlling. He seems like a little control freak. I think he's neurotic. Yeah, so that makes sense. It just makes sense. He's very controlling. He likes things just. You know what I'm saying? He definitely seems like a little funky. little funky. But moving on. So we're gonna kind of like get into the meat and potatoes. We're gonna go through each person because I kind of want you all to know the backstory of what we're getting into. I feel like it's just fitting. I need you to know all the lore. So I'm just gonna lore dump on you all, on every single character, lol, as if this is like a story. I mean, I guess it is, but every single sim. I need you all to know the storyline of each and every one of them. So of course, we're going to start with Miss Bella Bachelor over here. I love that Michael's just doing his homework with Parker Langrak. So adorable. They just got home from school, so Bella's kind of just chilling, and Michael's being the responsible one for once, which is definitely interesting. Oh, and we have a little goldfish. I named him Pollination Technician, which is kind of funny, but that's besides the point. So in The Sims 1, we're moving on. We're going to go through the timeline in order. So in The Sims 1, after, this whole, what she's doing right now, so after The Sims 3, in The Sims 1, Bella is an adult and she's married to Mortimer Goth. She has a daughter named Cassandra, like I said. She lives in a Gothic house in the default world the game comes with. Oh, is she gonna talk to her dad? That's cute. I'm kind of just gonna follow along while I explain all of this. She likes to play golf and piano and still likes to paint. And we also learn that she's into the paranormal, which definitely explains a lot. So life's going well for Miss Adult Bella. In The Sims 2, everything takes place in Pleasant View, which is the default world that comes with the game. So between The Sims 1 and 2, Mortimer and Bella have another child, Alexander, like I said. So Mortimer, Cassandra, and Alexander live in a large Gothic house. I love that she's being like a little astronaut. So cute. Although you just changed in the middle of the damn house, so now everything. Oh, I love how her brother's just watching her, like, what the hell? Oh, okay, not Parker talking to Jocasta. Please stop. That's creepy. Did you ever go to work? No? What the hell? Jocasta, what is wrong with you? Well, by the time you get there, you're gonna have to leave. What is the point? Whatever. So, in The Sims 1, Cassandra's an adult and she's engaged to Don Lothario, which is the town player. Fun fact, if you play out the day, Don leaves Cassandra at the altar, which is important for the story because he's a sleazeball. So we learn Bella has a brother named Michael Bachelor. In The Sims 1, he does exist, but he's a completely different entity, and he is not related to Bella at all. Of course, we learn that Bella's missing and nowhere to be found, although her sim panel is not grayed out, which signifies that she's alive somewhere, but she's just missing. We don't know exactly where she is. So Bella's last known location was actually at Don Lothario's deck, which is very sus. And Don's memories in The Sims 2 show that he tried to make a move on Bella, but he got rejected. So he's trying to cheat on his fiance with her mother. We all know Bella is too classy for that shit. She loves Mortimer to death. Obviously, she said no. So the last known location, she's on the deck with Don Lothario, and they're seen looking through a telescope together, but after this, Bella completely vanishes. Now we move on to Mr. Michael Bachelor. I kind of given them all outfits that correspond with their color, with their favorite color. So he likes green, so I think this is actually how he came when I loaded up this save, which I believe this is a revamped Sunset Valley by Plumbob95. And of course, I'll put that in the description below if you guys want to check it out. You'll definitely see more of this town within the series. I'm in love with it so far. I think it's really nice. I'm going to have her fortune get told, because why not? Should I have him serve dinner? I don't trust him, so he's having mac and cheese for dinner. Because Jocasta is like a slave to this fucking household. Anyway, did you just break the You're repairing it. Donate. Alter for which one a finger begins to trace lines. Ooh. Temperament, longevity, romantic inclinations. Should the fortune teller continue to gather information? Yeah, we'll donate $11, whatever. So, Mr. Michael Bachelor, okay, let me not zoom in on him like taking a whole ass bath right now. He loves the outdoors, he's a schmoozer, he's athletic, and he's friendly. His zodiac sign is a Sagittarius, just like me. He loves the color green, hot dogs, and pop music, which is really interesting because I feel like he wouldn't like pop music, but whatever. Not the full moon. Okay, $27, sure. I don't want the full moon, actually. I'll have it being a waxing crescent. Because fuck the full moon. We're not doing that. We're not doing that today. You started the game with him having athletic level 1, but I have played with them a little bit, kind of to set up the whole playthrough, so he does have athletic level 2. So his biography is Michael, the ideal son, has lots of friends at school and loves to be outside playing any sport. Which is kind of funny and iconic because what friends? What friends? Like, he must have friends like outside of the town because I'm not seeing no friends. I love that he wants to talk to Simus. That's cute. He's probably trying to gain like approval from him. Okay, one last one and then we'll leave the next time. So in The Sims 3, he starts as a teen, as you can see. He's dressed as a jock as default, but I made him over to look a little more punk, but he still loves sports. So he screams ladies man. Okay, we'll leave now. So remember to avoid all penguins and you should do okay. Seriously, that's it? I wasted so much money. I mean, am I really like that surprised though? No, but it is what it is. I did make him over to be a little more jockey. I changed some of his outfits, I think, but for the most part, I think this is what he was wearing when I loaded in. I think I just gave him jeans maybe. I don't really remember. And I don't really care. But yeah, so he definitely screams like he'd be a player, a ladies' man, you know, give no fucks kind of thing. What is happening? Where are you going to ask Parker to leave? In the backyard when it's pouring raining. The only friend he really has is his little sister's best friend, Mortimer Goth, Parker Langerak, and this old lady, Yumi Sekimoto. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, say it with me, guys. Loser. Just kidding. It's giving problem child meets where my hug at. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's the vibes that I get from him. He still has to keep up with his grades to be on the football team, though. So he's still trying to be responsible, kind of. And since he loves the outdoors, he doesn't mind helping his mother, Jocasta, in the garden. So I feel like he might be a little closer to Jocasta than Simus. Like I said, you know, Simus favors Bella because he sees this, like, amazing person in her, and he sees Michael as, like, a waste of space, kind of. Maybe not that crazy. Okay, so Simus is up for the day, so I'm just gonna follow Simus around while I try to explain this to you. So in The Sims 1, obviously, like I said, you know, Michael is a completely different entity, and he is a Michael Bachelor who's like a college graduate or something. He's like a bachelor. Like, that's what they were doing with it. He was like a bachelor, you know what I'm saying? So in The Sims 2, Michael, when you load up the game for the first time, Michael's actually deceased in this game. Although it is confirmed he died of old age. You never really know considering who his wife is. And we'll get to that in a second. Ooh, it's leisure day. Ooh, wait, so you're off from work? Oh, can't ignore your children today, bud. It's revealed that, you know, Michael is the brother of Bella Goth. We already know that. But yeah, in the Sims 2 is the first time that you find out that she has a brother. And so Michael Bachelor is married to Dina Caliente, who is the sister of Nina Caliente. And his urn sits on the coffee table in the Caliente sisters' condo, which is a really interesting place for someone's ashes, but that's completely besides the point. Nina and Dina, God, I don't trust them. I don't trust them at all. So the Caliente family tree. I'm going to put a little picture up on the screen because this is where it's going to get a little confusing. So Nestor Caliente and Dulcinea, I have no idea how to freaking pronounce her name, have Tango Caliente. Now Nestor gets abducted by aliens, right? And Polynesian Technician 7 and Nestor have either it's Flamenco or Flamenco Caliente, but whatever. Now Flamenco and his wife, I don't know how to pronounce her name. We're just gonna roll with it. They have Dina and Nina, the twins. So technically, Nina and Dina's dad is half alien. So that means they are also part alien. And if you take their last name Caliente and you get rid of the C and you get rid of the TE at the end of their name, it spells alien. Is that a coincidence? I think not. Now, honestly, respectfully, all of the men on the Caliente side look like the men in black. I don't think that's a coincidence. They're all wearing suits and sunglasses, which is very men in black. Nina and Dina are opposites. Nina is shy, serious, and neat. Dina is playful, outgoing, and a bit of a slob. Their household description in The Sims 2 reads, "Was it just a coincidence that the Caliente sisters arrived on the eve of Bella's disappearance, or is their interest in Mortimer physical or fiscal?" So fiscal actually means government money. So I'm guessing insurance type shit. Definitely makes sense. So Nina and Dina are both seeing Don Lothario without each other's knowledge. That's a lot of drama, but you know, it makes sense for the theory on whether or not all of them are working together. Since aliens are in their blood, it kind of makes them the most obvious suspect. And Dina is in love, quote unquote, with Mortimer Goth, although it's definitely for that insurance money for sure. Which, like, same girl, but Bella didn't deserve that. It's just very obvious that Dina and Nina are collecting insurance money. It just makes sense that, like, Dina and Nina are involved. It's been confirmed that Bella has been abducted. There's a whole interview with Bella, which I'll get to in a second. I'm not sure how she's literally missing, but that's besides the point. Again, that confirms, though, that she was abducted not long after being with Dawn. So there are some theories as well as, like, Bella's point of view on certain subjects. So I'm going to pull that up and read that for you guys, like, directly. Hi, I'm editing this right now, and something I forgot to mention in this video was that when you're playing The Sims 2 in the Goth family, Cassandra has a memory that Bella got abducted by aliens, and it's a negative memory. So that also confirms that she was abducted by aliens. I just kind of forgot that that was a thing until I went in the game to take screenshots and had seen it. Also, Mortimer has the same memory, but it is a positive memory, which is very weird. There's some theories going around that Mortimer was involved in her disappearance. I don't believe that, but it is very sus that his memory of her getting abducted is positive. Should I throw a cute little well, it's raining. I was gonna throw a pool party, but it's literally raining and I don't want anyone to get sick, so I'm trying to see, maybe they can go see a movie together. I've been wanting to get Michael to be friends with this VJ guy, so I'm gonna have him invite him out to go see a movie. I don't know why, but Michael's kind of like given the vibe of like closeted bisexual, but that's besides the point. Keep saying that. What do you mean you're not? No, you're not having a free vacation. Fine, then just chat with him then. Bother him until he wants to hang out with you. So the interview starts as Bella Goth disappeared in the summer of 2024. I will also put this in the description. This is on thesimsnetwork.com. A team of highly trained SimCity investigators traveled far and wide and managed to track her down and asked her a few questions. This is their published interview. So question number 1 is, where are you now? Bella says, apparently I'm in a place called Strangetown, and indeed it's an appropriate name. I'm not positive what happened or how I got here, but I begun seeing a therapist and my hypnotherapy sessions have been very productive. As I've also been reading my diary. I always keep it close. So Strangetown is a town in The Sims 2, which we will get further into that whole thing in a second. But I'm going to read this entire interview before then. The next question is, how come you don't have any memories of Mortimer, Cassandra, and Alex? She says, I couldn't remember anything for months after the abduction, just a flash and then nothing, but with the help of my diary and my therapist, the memories are slowly starting to come back. It's hard to remember things that happened longer ago, like Cassandra being born or even my wedding, but I remember my family and how much I love them. I even remember some of the work Mortimer was doing before I was taken. He was getting very close to creating a permanent life-extending elixir. I was worried he was spending too much time on it. He'd already been successful with a temporary version, and it had become wildly popular throughout the town. I guess everybody wants to live forever. Next question is, what happened the night you were abducted? Did the saucer crash? She said, I'm not sure about all the details, but I've had dreams of being in some kind of ship. I don't think there was a crash or I wouldn't have woken up. I remember green men with big black eyes. It didn't make much sense and certainly doesn't now. It seemed like only moments, and I was somewhere entirely different. What exactly were you doing on Don Lothario's roof the night you disappeared? How do you feel about your daughter's romantic relationship with Don? What did you break? Is it this? Did you break something? Bella, did you break the tub? What happened? What broke? Oh, I think he broke the radio. He did. Well, dad to the rescue. Not him trolling the forums. So Bella's response to that was, I think Don Lothario is a misunderstood man. Bitch, what? What do you mean? He moved into town and seemed so lonely. He was so different and urban, quote unquote, that the neighbors wouldn't accept him. He needed a friend and we welcomed him into our lives. I think Cassandra had a crush on him from the very start, and unfortunately, I think he had a bit of a crush on me. I don't really think Dawn is right for Cassandra, but she should follow her heart. Don't tell Mortimer I said that. The night I left Pleasant View, I was over at Dawn's house talking to him about life, love, and how he was feeling being the new guy. It was a nice, warm, starry evening, so we were outside on the roof looking at the stars. All I remember is the flash of light and waking up in a strange place. Interesting, so maybe he lured her there? I don't know. Another person said, did you cheat on poor old Morty? She said, of course not. I love my husband and I love my family. They're everything to me. I've never loved anyone like I love Mortimer Goth. He's just so silly, so cute, a side of him most people don't see. Most of our neighbors thought he was too smart or boring and that he couldn't possibly be fun. A formal dance? Oh, now we have to make sure VJ is our friend. Okay, chat with him like one more time. Wait, is it raining still? Should we have a party? Should we have a party on the beach? Jocasta. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oops. Not me, fucking. Okay, hello? Hello. Hello. Okay. Throw party at the beach. The next question is, I'd love to know if Dina Caliente was in on this. I've noticed she is related to some aliens and she came on the eve of your disappearance. And now she's after your husband. So where is Dina in the plot? Bella says, I didn't know that about Dina, but it makes sense. I'll probably never know for sure, but here's what I think. When Dina and Nina moved into town, they were certainly very forward with my husband. In fact, it was almost insulting how openly they were trying to win him over, as if I didn't notice. I think someone sent Dina to town specifically to pull Mortimer away from me. I know he's a genius, and his work is important to a lot of people. I couldn't have possibly imagined that trying to create a life elixir that could help everyone would ever push somebody to ruin our marriage. And why take me away from him? Perhaps they thought I was a distraction, and believed that taking me away from the love of my life would make him stop his work. I mean, you're kind of right, because it kind of did work. What is up with all the rumors of you having a double? She says, I've heard these rumors, and as far as I know, they're untrue. I've never seen my double, and I haven't heard any stories about seeing me with my double, so who's to say it's a double at all? Though I bet my double isn't as cute. Why are you still young when your husband is old, and really, old? She says, I can't really explain it. Maybe his work has backfired on him, and instead of lengthening his life, it's aged him. Or perhaps the people that wanted to separate us somehow used his research and tested it on me, keeping me young. What happened to you when you decided to pay Polynesian Technician number 9 a visit? How would you explain this to your husband, Mortimer? She said, I've met PT9, he's very nice, and his family is so sweet. They've been so kind to me. As I get my bearings, I only wish Mortimer could have had the chance to meet him. If you had the option to go back to Mortimer, Cassie, and Alex, would you? Why or why not? She said, I've been trying to return to my family, but so far it hasn't worked. As I said, there's something strange about this town. It's almost as if every time I try to leave, I end up back here. Last question. Have you ever thought about changing your hairstyle? What is up with the red dress? And she says, it works for me. Why change? Slay girl, you're right. That leaves me to the theories. Nina, Dina, and maybe Dawn yeeted Bella away to collect money from their family. Dina was already married to Michael Bachelor and knew of his financial status. Theory number 2 is someone sent the Caliente sisters to Pleasant View to stop Mortimer from continuing his work on the life elixir. So they yeeted Bella away and erased her memories to hurt Mortimer and stop his work. I don't know which one I believe the most. Either way, they're involved. To get money, I don't know, but they're involved. So, fun fact, if you play Strangetown, which is another town in The Sims 2, Bella is seen walking around and you can interact with her. So some people argue that she looks slightly off and does not look the same. So a lot of people think that they're not the same person, which is like the whole clone question in the interview. I believe she just doesn't have any memories of her past life after getting them wiped. She's been through a lot. You know, give her a break, guys. Not everyone is going to look the same after getting abducted by aliens and getting their memories wiped. But that's just me. Michael, what the hell? In all honesty, what? What is happening? So another thing to note is that in The Sims 3 Lunar Lakes, which is a world that you can get on the Sims 3 store, Bella is deceased in this timeline, or at this time, because we don't know when this is, just that it's the future. She's buried in the Lunar Lakes cemetery. Rest in peace, baby girl. But like, what? This is confirmed to be the same Bella Goth from Pleasant View and Strangetown. How or why she ended up there is absolutely unknown. Like, we have no idea how she got there. I guess another alien abduction, because if she was seen in Strangetown after that, maybe she was like, I don't know, brought to their alien world again. I have no idea. But if you use the time machine that came with Ambitions, the space car, the alien space car that came with Seasons, or the dance sphere that came with Showtime, there's a message that you can get that says that Bella became the Empress of Aliens. So I guess she wasn't living a bad life, although whether she reunited with her family is completely unknown. We don't know if she ever sees Mortimer, Cassandra, or Alexander ever again, and what her life is like. We just know between the time, like right after she got abducted, we know that she landed in Strangetown, and then we know that she died in Lunar Lakes. Weird as hell. Also, she looks like this. Definitely makes no sense. She looks nothing like Bella Goth. So, I don't know. Can we I guess we can confirm it's the same person. Guys, hello? Can we be for real? Your party is starting and you're not even there. So, something that I did forget to mention when I was making this video, I forgot to mention a lot. My brain can only hold so much information. But something important I did forget to mention was in The Sims 3, when you go to the bookstore, I'm going to have Jocasta do it now. Let's pretend it's not almost 5 a.m. in the morning. But when we go to the bookstore and hit general, there is this first book, Where's Bella by I Am Right, which is hilarious. I Am Right, which is a children's book, which I guess is supposed to be like a Where's Waldo kind of thing. So that's kind of funny. But if we scroll down a little bit, we have Murder in Pleasant View by Alexander Goth, which is a mystery. Very interesting considering Alexander Goth is nowhere near being born yet. There's a theory that Alexander has time traveled and written a book about his mother's disappearance. So you can find that in, I think Sims 3 Supernatural it came with. I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, I thought that was a little interesting tidbit that I would put in here. I don't know if Alexander's a time traveler, but I guess they never realized that she was abducted because he put his own little spin on what might have happened to her. He was definitely not right. Oh well. Anyway, moving on from that whole crazy thing, because it's just whatever theory you believe in, to be honest. There's no confirmed, thing that happened. There's just a bunch of theories. And, what could have or could not have been why she was abducted or not. Like if the Caliente sisters were in on it, they definitely were. And why they were in on it. So I guess like could have been the fact that Mortimer was working on a life elixir. You never know. So we're going to move on to Simus Bachelor after that because it was a lot. We got Sandy French. We got Mortimer Goth. We got Holly Alto. Here's Parker. We got Yumi Sakimoto. We got Twyla Summers. Malcolm Landgrab. Here's VJ. Here's Judy Bunch. VJ is a cutie patootie. Are you kidding me? Look at this gorgeous man. Look at him. Look at this gorgeous boy. Pauline Wan. Look at this party we got going on here. Okay, so Jocasta, I'm going to have you say hello to... Well, they're playing a game right now. They're dancing together. I guess I'll have you greet Judy Bunch. So Simus Bachelor, the father, the monarchy, I don't know, whatever, the guy of the family, the man of the family. He's neurotic, inappropriate, handy, family-oriented, and frugal. He likes the color spice brown, which is very evident in the thing that he's wearing. He's got a little cute little brown sweater. He likes Lobster Thermidor and classical. Of course, he likes classical music. Just like, of course, it just makes sense. Makes too much sense. So Simus he's in the journalism career. Technically, he's supposed to be a professional blogger, but when I loaded up the save, he had a completely different career. I guess it was a glitch. I don't know what happened, but I gave him the journalism career, so he's level 3 for now. His lifetime wish is living in the lap of luxury, which apparently he already completed, but he definitely did not. So I don't know what kind of glitch is happening there. He starts with level 4 of writing and level 4 of handiness. And his biography is, although he has strict rules that he expects his family to abide by, Simus is mostly kind, which I don't necessarily agree with, but I don't think he's mean. He's definitely not a mean person. So he starts out as an adult in The Sims 3. He's very much giving boring dad vibes that low-key neglects his children to write books all day. Definitely favors Bella, like I said. Simus seems like the kind of guy that would neglect his wife. But, like, who am I to judge? Right? For sure judging. I'm on the fuck Simus train. Even though he might be a good dad at heart, I don't care. Fuck Simus. The Sims 3 kind of tries to fit him into the typical father role, even though it's quite evident. He tells his kids, quote unquote, show dad later, honey. I'm busy right now. Definitely. You know, okay, you know what, look, maybe he's a good guy. Or not. Because he seems like he wants to control everything, and I don't want to know how he gets when he gets out of control. But you know, I don't want to know how he gets. He seems like a good man. He does. He seems like he loves his family, but you never really know. Why is she going home? You got embarrassed, so you left? Like, what do you mean? What the hell? Of course, Holly thinks he's hot. Oh, and Yumi. Great. Simus is actually deceased in The Sims 2. After Michael passed, Bella and her children are his only living descendants. His aspiration in The Sims 2 is romance, which is a bit odd because it paints him just as I thought he was, but they changed his attitude for The Sims 3 for some reason. Not really sure why. Trying to hide that he's a little bit of a player, but you know, that could just be me. Did VJ leave? Should we invite him out? Let's see if he'll go out with us. I'm really into this whole storyline of him and VJ. I don't know, maybe I'm forcing it. Let's see if he'll go to the movies with us now. Simus's romance aspiration in The Sims 2 kind of alludes to the fact that he wasn't such a faithful husband after all. So I'll just leave that there. But yeah, he's passed away as an elder, which hints that he died of old age, except his grave in The Sims 2 is nowhere to be found. And he has no ghost either. Cassandra also has no memories of his death, which could mean that he died before she was born, and this could also explain why he didn't appear in the original Sims 1 game. I don't think any of them really went swimming. They kind of just like did their own thing. Which, I don't know if I really want to make her swim, because it's, you know, it's 10 o'clock at night. Why not? I'll have her snorkel. Snorkel in the ocean. Now, moving on to the amazing woman herself. Oh, hello, Leighton. Sorry, we'll get to it. This is our queen, besides Bella, of course. We love Jocasta in this house. Her traits are over-emotional, loner, green thumb, coward, and an angler. She likes hot pink, spaghetti, and Latin music. She is a Aries, fire sign. Go fire sign for sure. Also, I forgot to say that Simus is a Scorpio. Where are you going? To make a snow cone? Okay. Harass VJ again. She currently works at the bookstore as a cash register specialist. She's supposed to be a bookstore sorter, but you know, she also had, oh, they share the same alma mater. That's cute. And he's ambitious. I love that. She also started with a different career, so I had to change that as well. Her lifetime wish is to have the perfect garden, which is adorable. And her biography is a dutiful wife and mother. Jocasta enjoys the arts, but her real hobbies are gardening and keeping her family happy by providing for their every need. So she's literally just like a housewife that doesn't really want to be a housewife. She starts as an adult, but her hobbies include gardening, fishing, and sometimes cooking, although I see this woman slaying in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they just became friends. Oh, he's telling her a secret. She doesn't have a lot of time to enjoy her hobbies because she's always taking care of her family and she barely has time for herself. It kind of seems to me like Mr. Simmis here is neglecting her, and she's doing everything for her family while Simmis has, you know, like elevator music in his head as he writes his books. Sorry, I hate Simmis. Justice for Jocasta, am I right? I think so. This woman needs to find who she is, but I think she's a little too afraid that there will be severe consequences, hence the coward trait. She has a very motherly appearance and seems like she's the most caring person you'll ever meet, to be honest. Her bio says she likes the arts, although she doesn't have any sort of painting skill, but it seems that Bella might have taken after her in that way because Bella likes to paint. So maybe there's like a hidden little love for arts. It could be the culinary arts, I don't know, or gardening even. She also loves to fish, like so much. So maybe I'll have her fish at some point. But say it with me, guys. Justice for Jocasta, okay? This poor baby, because she's being neglected by Simmis, I feel like she's finding a little friendship and like love interest with Leighton Sekimoto, which I would too if he looked so hot like that, but you know, that's besides the point. We're gonna just shush because he is a whole ass pixel, but like, come on, bro, like, hello, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He's just, ooh, he is chef's kiss. So in The Sims 2, Jocasta is deceased in this game along with her husband, Simmis, and her son, Michael. So along with Simmis, she was an elder when she died, which alludes to her dying of old age. But again, her grave is nowhere to be found, and she has no ghost as well. It seems as though both Simmis and Jocasta had died before Cassandra was born. Cassandra has no memories of Jocasta dying either. In The Sims 2, Jocasta had the popularity aspiration and was even outgoing. So this kind of contradicts her traits in The Sims 3. I guess it's possible that Jocasta outgrew the loner/coward traits and became more of an outgoing/popular person. Either that or EA just fucked up. But I feel like they did everything for a reason these days, you know? In The Sims 3, there was like always a reason for something that they did, so. Oh my god! Unprompted. That's crazy. As she has a want to hug Simmis amorously. No, watch the stars with this man. Don't be a fool. We're gonna get rid of that. Oh my. This is crazy. What the hell? This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Oh my god, this woman. This woman's like experiencing a whole new life right now, and I love it. Oh, I love the way that they look at each other. I love them together, if you can't tell. So this family seems perfect on the outside, but it's definitely not the most perfect family in Sunset Valley. That's kind of what I'm here to show, I guess, considering this whole thing that's happening right now. I'm here to get the tea and find out who these Sims really are. You know what I'm saying? So hope you enjoy the journey with me because it's definitely going to be a lot. That's for sure. I can't believe that they're just here being little children again. Respectfully, it's been a long night for her. So can I say goodbye to him? I guess not. We're just gonna go home. I gotta go, Leighton. Sorry. Bye. Gotta get home. It's 2 a.m. People are gonna think I'm missing. Why is she still swimming? Oh my god, I totally forgot. Oh god, not Bella, just like swimming still in the freaking ocean. Oh my god, that's horrible. Okay. Oh well, the party was great. So that's cool. Well, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this part. I know it was a lot of information to dump all at once. In the next part, I'm definitely going to focus more on the storyline and, you know, Bella, but as well as like everyone else, because where's the drama if it was just Bella? Because she's just a kid right now. So there's nothing much for her to be like doing, just getting good grades and enjoying her life. She only has 2 days until she ages up. So then the teen life is where things get crazy. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this part. I love this face that she's making right now. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!